All right, we will get started on the video now. Everyone, absolutely feel free to grab your drinks and snacks and stuff like that. We're gonna be a little cozy in here, and let's start the video.
This video contains many certifiable thought crimes. Helldivers 2 is an amazing co-op shooter that plays exactly like No Man's Sky, except instead of exploring the cosmos, you die horribly in the Somme. Every copy of Helldivers 2 is
Why was he so right? No, it actually does kind of play like No Man's Sky. Like, if you put gameplay side to side, like, it... He did it again! He broke the brains of everyone again. Everyone must be freaking out about the comparison.
Is personalized. Joel wanted me to fight 10,000 fire ants. In a universe where humanity is beset on all sides by curious wildlife and the actual Terminators, Super Earth, the galaxy's last and only bastion of managed democracy, sends its finest men, women, and children over 7 to liberate and spread freedom to the most horrifying hellscapes known to man, where war crimes are not only justified, but are necessary. We play as the Helldivers, humanity's finest in emancipation and friendly fire incidents. But there's no need to worry about that last one because we are incredibly expendable. All across the galaxy, Liberty's enemies march ever closer. But through the power of teamwork, friendship, and 500-kilogram bombs, we will fight for freedom, for democracy, and most importantly, because it's really funny. Dudes be like, Helldivers 2 is military propaganda. My brother in Christ.
I mean,
it worked. Triple the defense budget.
I still... How does he always nail the music too?
The first thing you'll notice upon entering the SES Judge of Judgment is the incredibly stupid name. And yes, you are able to name it other things using the Wizard 101 naming scheme. Things like the Pride of Pride, Star of the Star.
That's totally where they got it from. Wizard 101. Where does he get this? The worst part is when I first played it, that's totally how I felt. I was like, guys, this is like... Wait, was it Nambe or was it like Moon that made the comparison too?
Patriot of patriotism, and my personal favorite, the founding father of family values, because this game has a lot of violence in movies. Oh, here you see me depicted as the Soy Wojak. The second thing you'll notice upon entering the bridge is the ongoing galactic war, and that we are currently fucking losing the galactic war, which is why we need to suit up with exactly 3 of our friends and choose which planet is in vital need of the democratic process. If you don't have any friends, then I hope you can speak good Mandarin. I think I did something to make him mad. But to win the Galactic War, we must first understand the Galactic War. We can ill afford another malevolent creek, which is why
the game
I'm going
doesn't
to
have
go over each of the 2 fronts that are currently reducing us to smears across the galaxy. And I'm going to do it at difficulty 7 or above, which is coincidentally the perfect enlistment age. On the left-hand side of the political spectrum, we have the Automaton Front, an enemy focusing on range tactics, heavy armor in slight excess.
You know, I'm still a little raw when it comes to this. I've only played one.
Oh, I'm out here, guys. Later.
Sorry.
If that sounds a little bit intimidating, then don't worry. I haven't even gotten to the horde of angry chainsaws yet. Chainsaw Man reference goes in the video here. But talking about the Automaton Front is never complete without talking about the fucking Creek, or as it is known by our honored veterans, Space Vietnam. This goddamn planet has been single-handedly responsible for most of our casualties.
Oh my god!
Is this SpongeBob? And that is genuinely impressive considering that 10 million men have already died in the Battle of the Madagascar Legion. The those are considered rookie numbers, and we're already outpacing the Taiping Rebellion. In fact, every single military operation we conduct is in some way related to Malevelon Creek. And personally, I don't really see what all the hype is about. After all, it's just one planet. How important could one planet possibly be?
I am a human supremacist! I am a human supremacist! Our supremacy will not end on this planet! I am a human! We will go interdimensional. We will unlock the secrets of the universe. God has laid them out like Christmas presents for his children.
Boot camp's got fucking weird recently. Malevelon Creek, and by extension, the rest of the front, is essentially an exercise in how much PTSD
This was like,
one man can possibly
okay,
get.
I just
Their
gotta say, this game was absolutely made. It feels custom made for someone like Max0r to come in and just absolutely make one of these. Just with the level, the references and everything of this entire thing is so good. Everything's so tight with the editing. Everything's so good with the references. No, this was absolutely made for.
It's so overwhelming.
Maybe probably not
so
specifically him, but like,
constant that describing it as an
I feel like the
where you
people who made it
accidentally
definitely
accomplish
don't
all of
watch
your
this and have a
objectives
fake smile on their
would be
face the
very
entire
generous,
time.
as it implies that I do the objectives.
Fucking shit!
This can occasionally push you into what we call unfortunate tactical positions, at which point your main options for survival are going to be watching your slower friends get burned to death in the Mekong.
You know, that would be pretty awesome, bro.
I will never undo that
I can't
scream.
see it,
so
but
yes,
you
this
know,
planet
maybe
may
there'll
what
be a day where
economists
like
call,
he
bad
does like a
use of our human
subathon
capital.
thing.
But
Maybe
after
there's
dealing with
some
several
point he gets
days of
voted
what I
on.
can only describe as angry forklift decommissioning. Oh shit, this motherfucker's not OSHA certified. You really need a stepladder for that, sir. Okay, call me crazy, but I think there's a turret around this corner, guys. I fucking hate the creek. I can safely say that the attachment has become fucking personal. And honestly, I just want to see how many bodies one planet can hold. We lost Vietnam, we lost Afghanistan, and yes, we definitely lost America. So goddammit, I am not going to lose this shit to ones and zeros. God gave this galaxy to a non-binary species, and service guarantees gender affirmation. Fun facts about the bot front. Number 10, man urinates on fellow passenger for not being allowed to smoke. Number 9, if you happen to make the mistake of fighting here, you're quickly going to realize that most of our forces are Chinese, each one taking glorious revenge against the steel plants they work in. Very auspicious behavior. And conversely,
Man,
we
the
Guilo
thunder
have been sent
outside
by
is
our
really
barbarian
giving me
prince
some
to fight
vibes
the
of this game.
hordes of angry roaches. For it is the God-given right of the defense lobby to remind the bugs that it is man who was made in God's image. Really can't wait to die on fucking, legally distinct Klendathu. The Terminid front, the Terminid population problem is a wide assortment of increasingly horrifying demons, each one abandoned by their creators in
No, these ones I definitely fought. I think I actually played on
this
this map before.
Bad case of the rigor mortis. We've got small bugs, big bugs, immortal bugs, bugs that function as artillery, and of course, the bugs that stalk you at night. Thankfully for us though, napalm is an equal opportunity employer. And a lot of positions are open right now. That is to say, once you start fighting the bugs, you do not stop for about 40 minutes or so. Because they just spawned a battalion from the ground like the goddamn Viet Cong for the 3rd time in a row. And I do not have enough raid for this shit. Good fucking throw, dude. I just want to walk to the McDonald's, guys. I'm just a level
I'm sorry,
1
but
goblin.
this right here.
Because they just spawned a battalion from
Anyone
the ground
that's
like the
played
goddamn
this
Viet
game.
Cong for the 3rd time in a row. And I do
Anyone's
not
played
have
this
enough
game.
raid for this shit.
Anyone in this game has actually played, and it feels like it's slow motion when this happens. When this happens, like, you feel like there's time to react, but there is no way in hell you're surviving this.
Good fucking throw, dude. I just want to walk to the McDonald's, guys. I'm just a level 1 goblin. It's literally my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy. And do you want to know the worst part about this war? We, don't really know how they move between planets. And I don't think they have what you would call a plan. Rather, the Terminid simply appear in places they wish to eviscerate. Kind of like a Whole Foods. So, you can imagine my shock when I learned that those white bitches were trying to gentrify the moon. They are ruining the amazing local culture of, California. I hope it's
the
becoming
moon's a
obvious
map?
that fighting these things under normal circumstances is what we call, same-day shipping to God. What the fuck? Fortunately for us though, we have access to a wide variety of unique and hilarious tools, which are only accessible via inputting a series of hand signs, informally known as airstrike jutsu. Whether it's big airstrikes, bigger airstrikes, biggest airstrike the engine can sustain, or airstrikes that specialize in killing everything except the enemy, there are so many bad guys with so much damage to be done that the most challenging part is keeping your team out of the blast radius.
I got 500 kilogram ready.
No, oh my god!
What have you fucking done? And yes, you do have to throw them, which means you can drop them, throw the wrong asset, and even attach them to
Man,
enemies
if you
that
shove
are
someone
running
with a
into
bomb in their hands,
My
you deserve what
personal
you're
favorite
getting.
combination is definitely the napalm and chlorine gas, for when you really, really want your enemies to feel pain, inside and out. We also offer a gluten-free variety. Now, of course, airstrikes aren't the only thing we can deliver. Just most of them, because here at the Defense
You know
Department,
what?
we take care to provide
I genuinely
enemies that are running into you. For when you really, really want your enemies to feel pain. Airstrikes aren't the only thing we can deliver.
wait, where is it? Right.
Of course, airstrikes aren't the only thing.
The fact that he had to clarify this, I appreciate that, because I feel like he put it in and thought, okay, this might get lost in the video, so he made this subtitle. I appreciate this.
We can deliver just most of them,
Hit Half-Life
because
2
here
hard.
at the Defense Department, we take care to provide why can't I say
bodies.
words? A wide array of support tools, and by support tools, I mean the machine gun, which are crucial and necessary for fighting literally anything. We've got flamethrowers, jetpacks, automatic lasers that demand human sacrifice, average American police taser
Wait,
with unlimited ammo,
thought
automatic
those
targeting,
things
and
that had,
a vendetta
like,
against teammates. For when you really hate everything in a general direction, railguns that encourage you to fire volleys like Napoleonic line infantry. It also has two fire modes called safe mode and unsafe mode.
Oh!
And of course the
What
giant
is unsafe
death
mode
robots
supposed to
that
do?
randomly explode sometimes.
What?
That is the last time I buy a fucking Tesla. My personal favorite strategy involves everyone giving their mechs to the designated disabled man, who will proceed to stay inside of 6 different wheelchairs for 40 minutes. And as a caveat, we force him to crawl on the ground between mechs for immersion reasons. But honestly, all of these
Okay,
fantastic
I got
tools
you.
absolutely pale in comparison to the
Thank you,
fast
Jonathan.
and
I appreciate the
convenient resupply
explanation.
of GamerSupps energy drinks, here to give you a fantastic boost to your gaming abilities, which, if you want to win this battle, I will now expect of you. We in the Chinese are not going to be taking back Osto 2 on 8 hours of sleep, but they did also release a sleep aid. In case somebody gives you too much energy. How am I getting away with this shit? GamerSupps comes in many different flavors, such as Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, Grandpa's Ashes, and good. It's good. It's just good. All at the low
I think
price
it's a
of 40
raspberry
cents
flavor.
per stratagem, which is literally cheaper than the dirt I am dying over. I went to Amazon and checked. So if you are still watching this video somehow, and God bless you if you are, you can have GamerSupps delivered with 10% off by opening the description and clicking the special stratagem code. What else do we have?
Yes, make sure to use
we
core
have sentry
Sword.
guns in case you really don't want to play
My
the
next
game,
order, I'm
as well as
absolutely
a
going to,
strange amount of primaries
Especially
that
using this as
are
reactive
child
stuff,
safe.
like-
Can't wait for the devs to nerf this one and say some shit.
Alessia Steth likes to talk about this a lot, but I feel like whenever anyone has anything that's like promotional to their their channel and stuff like that, like they have an affiliation link or anything like that, it's just right to make sure that you like mention stuff like that, like is it gonna be trouble? Yes, it absolutely is. We can't scroll down to the description in this mode, but like yeah, make sure you use code Max0r. Yeah, absolutely.
Shit like
Because I've seen so many streamers, they're like, no, fuck this, or something like that. They'll skip past it. It's like, bro, like, it's one thing if you're sitting with your friends watching a video. It's another thing if you're going to stream it and use it for content. Like, you might as well, like obviously, I'm not really on a platform where I can make any outstanding, like, help or anything like that, but there's a level of respect you need to have for the work that gets put into videos like this. This video must have taken a crazy amount of time.
Sorry, Helldivers. Command sent us rigatoni instead of railgun shells. Now, in this kind of environment with this many fireworks, casualties are not just expected. They are required. You don't really get to 12 million by being an easy game, which is why, upon the occurrence of my teammates' tragic passing, I will gain the ability to replace my friends with a legally distinct Helldiver, ready to fight and die for the worst planets you have ever seen. Like my brother in Christ, you are fighting over the Arizona iced tea world. Missions in this game are usually comprised of exploring new and fantastic worlds, and then building a Walmart supercenter on them. Local residents be damned. To that end, we have a great diversity of missions, like geological surveys, rescuing civilians who move their heads like confused avians.
Oh,
He's like a chicken! Spreading
is that
industrial
head?
amounts of carcinogenic gas and launching the fucking nuclear missile. We did it, Patrick. We saved Istanu, along with a myriad of side objectives, which usually boil down to, killing everything that moves. And occasionally, loading a gun that will do it for you. We, don't really talk about the Eradicate missions because they tend to play themselves, all in service to liberate a planet by an astounding 0.0003%. This isn't a fucking charity, alright? Reach 100% liberation, and lose all of it the very next day. I am currently reporting to you from the 5th Siege of Hellfire. Planets in Helldivers also have a unique blend of beautiful environments.
It is kind of
like
amazing
the
how there's
Heaven
a
planet,
level of
where it is impossible to escape God's light. The Constant Meteor Storm planet, where it is illegal to stand still. The Fire Tornado planet. The weird fucking animal planet. I'm going to call you Genghis Shingles Ringer, and the planet that, before it was removed from the game, randomized your airstrikes, which made the process of calling a resupply much more interesting. Please put this back in the game. Look, Helldivers is a game that gives you a lot of tools, and a lot of places to use them. So honestly, the task of describing it all to you is not my fucking job. The developers are literally adding things faster than I can show them to you. I began making this video before Mechs existed, so inevitably, when the day comes that Arrowhead adds the secret third faction that we don't legally know anything about, I guess I'll be making a video about it.
Yes,
as long as this one gets views. Overall, Helldivers 2 is an absolute chaotic mess, where every mission begins and ends with the assumption that we are not going to make it, and yet somehow, some way, I still find a way to disappoint my friends. Some may consider it difficult, while others may consider it fucking bullshit. But personally, surviving against all odds in the face of complete, absolute absurdity is a big reason that I still love this game, no matter how many game-breaking bugs they introduce. Sorry, Helldivers. This gun's accuracy rating is so high that it causes integer overflow. And with the Galactic War still ongoing, our story of spreading managed democracy has only just begun. We have the ships. We have the weapons. We need soldiers. Soldiers like the, angry Chinese guy. Service guarantees affordable healthcare. They'll keep fighting, and they'll win. As long as the bug front plays the game today. On a more personal note, the Ministry of Truth extends its gratitude to all of its very kind patrons, enabling and financing our propaganda on a truly galactic scale. Your money is being put to excellent use, making only the funniest and most original content.
Yo,
anyways, time to report to my execution now.
It's going to be absolutely incredible when he gets his hands on Drayden's Dogma. I'm still personally waiting for some of the bigger buds to be fixed, especially in terms of the there's just a lot there that needs some fixing and stuff like that. But in all honesty, I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty pumped to get my hands on it eventually, like make a character in it. I'm not sure what kind of character I'd end up making with it. But regardless, this is the end of the video and stuff like that. I hope everyone has a most wonderful rest of the day, even better day tomorrow. I'll make sure to leave it, like, obviously everyone knows who Max0r is by this point. But if there isn't already, I'll make sure there's a link in the description of this video. Make sure that if you're like, hey, I need to check that out myself kind of thing, I'll make sure to put it in the video, of course, in the description, because he deserves all the credit. He did all this work. There's no way in hell I will be able to do anything like that. But have a wonderful day, everyone. And if I'm lucky enough to see you, I'll see you.